there! Let me talk you through how to make your first Speechmatics API call to transcribe a file. So first what you're going to want to do is go to portal.speechmatics.com. This is going to be your one-stop shop for all the features and models available by Speechmatics. And we're going to go to documentation, and we're going to go to transcribe file. Scrolling down, what you'll see is we have some sample code and instructions on what modules to install. So let's start by installing the recommended modules. I'm using a Jupyter notebook here, so if I do this, pip install Speechmatics Python, we'll see that we already have all the prerequisites. Now going back to the docs, what we're going to do is we're going to copy this entire block of code. And I'll go through it in just a moment, but you'll see we're importing some modules, setting some parameters, and then we're actually executing. So this won't run because we're missing an API key and we're also missing the file itself over here. So first things first, let's get an API key. Going back to Speechmatics, let's go over to get API key and then generate API key, and let's call this demo. And I'm going to delete this right after this video, so you'll have to generate your own. I've now copied that. Going back to my IDE, we'll copy it in the appropriate place right here. And now we're also going to need a file. So I actually already have a file in here in my videos test clip.mov. And just by running that cell, we see that it's been successfully sent. It'll just take a minute because it's being sent to the Speechmatics API for transcription. It'll come back as one block text. And this is pretty much what was in that video. And I'm actually going to play that video just so we can check.
Nothing happened.
Is it definitely plugged in?
Let me have a look. Oh, sorry, that's it. Thanks very much.
You're welcome, man.
So that was a clip from IT Crowd. And basically this is exactly what's come out. What's very special about Speechmatics APIs is that, or Speechmatics models, is that it actually has a feature called diarization, and that's just a fancy way of saying speaker ID. So you can actually differentiate between speakers. So if I come back here to the configuration and I say diarization by speaker, just like this, and then I run this cell again, what should happen is I should be able to differentiate between the two speakers. Okay, fantastic. And you can see here we have speaker 1 and speaker 2. Hello, I tried turning it off and on again, nothing happens. This is precisely what happened in that video. And there are so many other tweaks and functions you can use to actually fine-tune this model, but I'm going to save that for another day. Anyway, thank you for watching.